Hey, what's up guys? I'm back again. It's been a while since I've done a video and especially a watch video. So I picked up the Citizen Eco Drive watch. I stopped collecting Citizen. I actually sold my old Citizen collection watches, but I've lately been sort of reintroduced to Citizen as a brand again, simply because they make sub 40 millimeter watches now. And that's kind of what I want going forward, just to get sub 40 millimeter in diameter watch, smaller watches. So rich watch check. I'm wearing my a chronograph watch I purchased early in the year, a little after Christmas, to sort of accompany my Speedmaster. So I don't wear my Omega Speedmaster every day. I think when I did my Speedmaster review video end of last year, one of the things I realized, it's not an everyday watch, it's a dressy watch. So I've been wearing this as my daily driver, which is just a basic Eco Drive chronograph watch. Simple complication. So here we have a watch that I wasn't even looking for. I was actually looking for a Calibre 5700 watch, and in looking for that watch, I came across this watch, and I've never had a watch like this before, so I was like, I gotta get it. So the seller sold it to me. It was online. It was pretty much brand new condition, but he didn't have the original box, so these are some of the stuff that came with it. Normally, a watch this old, the Calibre 5700 watches are from the 2000s. This specific watch was introduced or manufactured in 2005 by Citizen, so almost 15 years ago. And only found that out because didn't know anything about this watch, and when I searched it, I realized there's an Amazon review, an Amazon page for this watch, saying the watch was produced in 2005, and there's a bunch of reviews in 2006 and 2007 for this watch. So it's a beautiful watch. It's called the Calibre 5700. It's a Tonneau style watch. I'm going to go into that in a minute. Tonneau referring to the shape as being sort of semi-rectangular and semi-oval. So it's a beautiful watch. We're going to take a closer look, but just before we do, I'm going to show you how it looks on my wrist. I was not looking for this watch. I've never had a watch this shape before, and I was like, I have to get it for the price it was offered at. So pretty much brand new condition. And I think the value of these watches, people that sell them don't know what they're selling, and I lucked out. So that's how it looks on my wrist. It's a very comfortable shape. The Tonneau shape sort of wears well on the wrist. It's sort of like those Apple watches that are square, and I think that style is coming back, the non-round or non-circular watches style. It's sort of making a comeback with square rectangular dials as well as asymmetrical dials. So that's how it looks on my wrist. The beauty of this watch, if you wear a business suit or a business shirt, it doesn't hang outside of the cuff. It stays within the cuff, which probably isn't good because it's an Eco Drive watch, and I believe you want it exposed to the sunlight. So let's go right into measurements. I know that's what everyone likes and wants to see. So these are smaller diameter watches. In going across the belly, you have about end to end, about 38 millimeter across there. With the crown, I believe it's like 40. It's at 40 with the crown. The height of the watch at the apex is exactly 40. And lug to lug, in terms of kind of that measurement gives you how it sits in a wrist. It is a long watch, so it's 49 millimeter, but it sits very comfortable in the wrist. The lug width is 20, and I really like that lug width size. You get a lot of variety in bracelets, straps, and if you want to do a Zulu or NATO strap, a lot of them come in at 20 millimeter lug width. What I like about this this strap, this leather strap, it tapers, so it's a 20 millimeter at the lug width, and it tapers down to at the clasp. It tapers down to 18. It's about 18 there. So it has a nice taper. You don't see that in a lot of good dress watches. One of the gripes with my Orient Bambino watches, the straps that come with those watches, the leather straps, do not taper. They're just like flaps of rectangular straps. The height of this watch is about 11.5 millimeter at the belly there, at the bulge. Now the glass is a mineral crystal glass, but it has a little bit of AR reflective coating that's very beautiful, and you have a bit of a curve there, and it curves with the Tonneau shape of the watch, which is very beautiful. Very beautiful. So that's it for the measurements. Let's go into the details of the dial. You have the 3 sub dial there. I like the look of this watch. You have Roman numerals and Arabic numerals numbers in there in the sub dials as well as the dial. And you have a chapter ring with little bullet points at the edges there. Very going around the watch. It has an art deco kind of style to the font. You have Citizen Eco Drive there in normal Citizen Eco Drive font. The date display window is just a regular font, it seems, but it's easy to read the date display window. It's a beautiful looking watch. The Tonneau shape I found is very interesting in that you have 4 distinct shapes of watches. You have round, which is the most popular. You see a Rolex Submariner, that's a round watch. You have asymmetrical, which is like Omega Speedmaster watches, slightly oval with the bulge at the crown, kind of. It bulges at the crown and goes up at the top. Then you have your square, like the Tag Heuer Monaco. You have your rectangular watch, like the Reverso. And then you have cushion-shaped watches, which is a little bit rarer. You see Seiko and Citizen divers from the 60s and 70s had that shape. Basically, it's a square watch, like a pillow, but the dial is round, and sometimes on those watches, you'll have a display case in the back showing the movement, automatic movement, and that was also round, but the watch was like a square, kind of a pillow-shaped square, a cushion-shaped watch. And then last, you have the Tonneau shape, which is very rare shape for a watch to have. On this watch, let's go look at the case display, the case back. There you see Calibre 5700, water resistance. I think this is up to 30 meters depth of water resistance. Well, not too much, but you're not diving in this watch, which is good enough. The case at back, I believe, is screw down or pop in. I'm not sure. There. Back to the dial, the beautiful dial. So we have the sub dials here. You have a 24-hour timekeeping sub dial. You have 6 o'clock. At 6 o'clock, you have the seconds for the main timekeeping there, and the chronograph minute timekeeping is in up here by the 11 o'clock sub dial. And that's an interesting sub dial because it's different. It has a red needle with yellow markers for the minutes, which is kind of cool. The chronograph is very laid back, casual chronograph. It's not snappy or springy. You know, it ticks away. It's not a sweeping chronograph like the later Citizens, like my Calibre 2100 had that mecha quartz kind of sweeping chronograph. And you stop it with the button at the top. You can restart it anytime with the button at the top. And to reset the chronograph, you'll see it just casually sweeps back to the 0, pushing the button down there. And that's it for the chronograph. It's nothing fancy. Keeps time up to 30 minutes for the chronograph, and that's about it for the chronograph. I like the needles as well. Look at the style of the needles. Very nice. I think they call it Dauphin style. I know I'm saying that wrong, but the crown is not a screw down crown. It's a push in, pull out crown. The crown doesn't have any details on it. Basic crown, but I like the pushers on the top and the bottom are flat. They're not round, and they go seamlessly with the case, which is pretty cool. My kids spilled yogurt in this watch already, so any dirt you're seeing on it is what I've put on this watch. We went to Boston last weekend for 4th of July, and my daughter spilled yogurt all over it, but I wiped it off. But beautiful watch, as you see there. So we're going to show you some lume shots in a minute, show you what the lume looks like. So you guys have an idea of the lume and what it looks like. There, it's pretty bright. It's like original Citizen blue lume. I don't think they use this blue lume anymore on the watches I recently bought. The lume is a little greenish, but this is a pretty good blue. I like how it looks. And that's it. I'm going to turn the light off and see if you get a full nighttime shot. This is full nighttime shot with the lume. To show you guys, it's just the hour and a minute hand there, and that's it for the lume. So, really like this watch. It's a different watch than what I'm used to wearing. And it's been my daily wear since July 1st, and now we're towards the end of July. What I like about the lug width being 20mm, it's so easy to get straps. I got a suede strap off Amazon for this watch with similar butterfly clasp that fits right in there. Now, the thing that I like about this strap the most is that it curves into the body of the watch. A lot of straps don't do that. They're either flat shape, but even with the different shapes of the straps, it looks well. So I have this reddish brown leather strap here. and a suede strap. For it's summertime, I want to make it look summery. You could put this on there. It's so easy to do. And you could put I haven't tried a NATO or a Zulu strap, but I do have the Zulu on my Casio watch here that probably would work well with this as well. So it's a very easy to wear watch. It's very formal in the shape of it and the look of it, but you can still dress it up to make it more casual, more friendly, more summer friendly. But like I said, the 20mm lug width, I find it's a lot of straps available for watches like that, for watches with that lug width. So next up, we have another review coming up. I'm gonna do another watch from the 5700 family that I was looking for. Sun is coming up now. So I have a quick unboxing following this towards the end of this. So look out for the unboxing coming up now. But look out for the review of this watch. This is a beautiful watch. On the 5700 family, I'm actually going to put a screen cap up next to show you what the family of these watches are. And these are original, very old chronograph by Citizen. It's one of their first chronograph. And for some reason, if you also, sorry guys, the sun is in my eyes. If you also look up Calibre 5700, you'll find a lot of the 5700 Calibre watches were pre-Eco Drive watches with battery powered quartz. So that's how old this Calibre number is, 5700. It's one of the original chronograph calibers that Citizen used. So thank you for watching, guys. You know what to do. Look out for the unboxing coming up right now of this watch, and I'm going to do a review of this watch. I just got it in last night. Want to do a bit of wear and tear of this watch before I do a review of it, but it's a beautiful watch. It's kind of a golden two-tone watch, sub 40mm, which is what I'm looking for. It's about 37 across the diameter, 38 across the diameter there, in millimeters. So that's it, guys. I'll see you guys in the next one. Look out for that unboxing coming up now. This is the 5700 family with the 2 Tonneau, gold and silver, and the 2 round dial 5700 caliber. Unboxing time. So I just ordered this watch from it's Born 2 watch on eBay, and it's a Calibre 5500. Just came in the mail today. Calibre 5700 is a Citizen watch, and it's an Eco Drive. So I'm just going to do the quick unboxing so you guys can see. And I did a review video earlier saying that I wanted to start my endeavor on sort of rare watches and just brighten up my collection again. This guy's well wrapped. Gonna have to put my camera down like that. Comes with a booklet. So that's what we have here. It's a little booklet manual, instruction. Let's see. It's a Calibre H57. I don't know why my camera's not focusing. There we go. Calibre H57. It's a 5700 or 570 is the Citizen Calibre number. Let's see what's in this box. So it's a generic box from Citizen. Come back out so you guys can see. And da-da-da-da. And there you go. Unboxing of my Calibre 5700 AT watch. Coming close so you guys can see. It's a beautiful watch. It's taken away so it's fully charged. That's good. Alright guys, review video is coming up right now. So that's it for the review of this beautiful watch. I really like it. It's a different type of watch that I've never owned a watch this shape and this style. I like the strap options. I'm sorry, the lug width.